Hello to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and you are watching Poland Daily Culture, and we continue with our topic of music and how to sell it. With me is Michał Leszek, a owner and also establisher of a company, Kruger and Matz.
Yes, Kruger and Matz.
Which is not a very
right.
Polish word, to be honest.
Really, no. The name is coming actually from my passion to music.
Okay, so that's why it sounds very international.
I was trying to make my brand as international as possible. Basically looking forward that, the name conveys something. It's a story about the brand already when you see the names, see the logo. So I tried to convey the quality of the products and the music history of the brand as well.
Tell us a few words about the music history of the brand.
The music history is actually my history. I tried to be a musician when I was younger. I was playing guitar. I tried to be a rock star. And that turned up, it turned up well because I didn't actually succeed, which I think it's good. I'm still alive. But anyway, I haven't been able to make my music dreams. So I thought, okay, so how about I will produce music equipment in terms of hi-fi stereo headphones or basically the stuff you listen your music on. So I turned my passion to music into business as well.
Well, congratulations for this. It's actually a nice turnout it would be a nice turnout for many musicians and artists who sometimes go, well, it's a hard path after all.
Yes, it is. Yeah, musicianship and being a musician, especially in terms of being an instrumentalist, it's a really, really difficult path. First of all, you have to struggle for years practicing. It's really, really tough. You need to acquire like 30,000 hours of practicing before you actually can go into a conservatory or go and play in big halls, especially in classical music or jazz music, which are two, I guess, the most difficult types of music performed nowadays. And the niche market for this is very little. I heard one day when I was talking to a friend that for every violinist or cellist in, for example, like orchestra, Warsaw Orchestra, there is 60 people waiting for this spot as well. 60 people.
What?
And yes,
so
and you have to
spend pressure. That's the pressure.
And you have to spend your whole life trying to be over there, and then, well, you're there. And, well, you're not a billionaire.
Definitely you're not a billionaire.
It's a really, I guess, humble life. It's super different than life of being a pop star because the market is different. A lot of people listen to pop music, and that's why we have Dawid Podsiadło, which he made a concert on the National Stadium, which capacity is around 60,000 people, right? So the economic side of this is a huge success and for sure a huge payoff. In terms of extremely well-known and great Polish musicians in jazz genre, you can go to the concert of the great Polish jazz player and there will be 20 people sitting listening, and that's all.
That's such a shame, to be honest.
It is, but it is what it is. I mean, the market for very complicated and sophisticated music, which jazz actually is this kind of music nowadays, the market is small because not a lot of people can really understand what is going on and appreciate that as well. So that's difficult. I know my personal story going into the jazz because I was kind of from the rock background. When I was trying to get into jazz, actually, at the young age, it was too difficult for me. Most of the players who were playing jazz, they were too sophisticated for me, too difficult for me. So I kind of started from a easier kind of a situation, like smooth jazz maybe a bit, then going into some not so advanced in terms of harmonic and structure pieces and players. I remember listening to Esbjörn Svensson Trio, which is late great already, but a Swedish composer who was actually making pop, jazz and rock into one kind of a jazzy thing. and that was amazing. Still remember all the notes from the 7 Days of Falling album, I guess. And then went to Leszek Możdżer, which is a great Polish pianist, but this is not actually a traditional jazz as well. Leszek Możdżer is doing his own stuff, which is beautiful as well. And his album, The Time, with Danielson and Fresco, sticks to my heart to this day. So anyway, but going back to the marketing, this music is difficult. A lot of people will not understand that and will not put a lot of work into trying to understand that, into trying to get into this music. And pop music is easy, nice. Well, actually, when we think about jazz, in 40s in the States, when the jazz started anyway, that was a pop. Jazz was a pop music.
Exactly, jazz was a pop music in a way.
And the people who actually played the jazz made the jazz this artistic kind of experience and very elite thing, which, as a result, made people not listen to jazz. Because
I love it.
There was a lot of jazz was a black music, right? Black people music, and basically it was like this in the 40s with all the racist issue in States that great black jazz musicians were playing at the parties for rich white people. That's
and
kind of a
use the
situation.
toilet.
Yes, and then they said, okay, we don't want that. We want something for ourselves. We are artists, and we want our art to be on the top level and not as just entertainment for other people, but as an art, as a form. And that's how bebop started, right? Which is, I think, one of the most advanced period in just playing.
And we'll continue this topic in the next episode and talking more also about the Polish artists and how to make them more popular, because after all, we have such a great music, but we kind of don't really know how to sell it.
Right.
And maybe we'll get the answer out of you, but to you, the viewers of Poland Daily, think, what kind of concert did you choose recently? Was it jazz or was it pop music? Do you like live music as well? Answer to this question yourself and stay with us for another episode of Poland Daily Culture.